Okay, so if you hear some rain, it's raining outside, so that's why. Anyway, we have Madness and Baggy Trousers. Now, of course, Madness is known for their song Our House, which is the only song I know by them, but you know, that's a big song. But anyway, Baggy Trousers, this band has been requested in Baggy Trousers. I mean, it's an intriguing title. Now, I do know there's a music video for it, but the last few times I've tried to react to a music video, it's been blocked. So, you know, I'm just going with the song today. It looks like a fun music video, but maybe one time I'll listen to it in my private life. But anyway, or watch it in my private life. But anyway, let's get to it. My private life, my God. Anyway, let's go and talk about it after. Let's go.
In nasty schools, headmasters breaking all the rules, having fun and playing fools, smashing up the woodwork tools. All the teachers in the pub, passing round a ready rub, trying not to think of when that lunchtime bell will ring again. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was hasn't been not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at that time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference too. The headmasters had enough today, all the kids have gone gone to fight with next to school. Every turn that is the rule. Sits alone and bends his cane. Same old backsides again. All the small ones tell two tales. Walking home and squashing snails. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was hasn't been not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at that time it seemed so bad. Trying different ways to make a difference through the days. Lots of boys, lots of smells and lots of noise, playing football in the park, kicking push bikes after dark, baggy trousers, dirty shirt, pulling hair and eating dirt. Teacher comes to break it up, back of the head with a plastic cup. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was hasn't been not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at that time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference through the days.
Long fade out. All right, so Madness and Baggy Trousers. So I have to say off the top, I was not expecting it to, because again, all I know from this band is Our House, which I mean is an upbeat tune, but I didn't expect this, you know, to be, I guess, ska and, you know, that two-tone kind of pop. So I have to say, you know, right off the bat with, you know, I was looking at the personnel here with, on lead vocals is Suggs, is what he goes by. But his real name, I guess, is Graham McPherson. But anyway, Suggs on lead vocals here. His quickness, obviously, his rhythm, you know, just right off the bat, you know, how I guess the song starts off with like a bell, kind of like a school bell, you would think. And that just, you know, sets the tone. And then obviously how Suggs comes right in. And it's just like, I didn't expect, you know, him to go so fast. You know, the song is less than 3 minutes, but a lot of stuff was said in 3 minutes, you know. And how he just, you know, not to boys in nasty schools, headmaster starts breaking all the rules. It's just like, I was just like, whoa, holy, taken aback for a second. It's just like, holy crap. And, you know, and so basically, you know, the whole song is just, you know, talking about their school days. And actually, you know, just to, since I'm reacting to the song, I guess I'll have my own, you know, my own input or whatever. You know, I feel a sense of, you know, relatability here because my school days, you know, from elementary to middle school, which for me anyway, you know, grade 1 to grade 8, was very good. I really enjoyed my school days, and you know, so it's very relatable. In my class, we were together for a long time, and we were basically the naughty class of the school, whatever, you know. So we were, you know, naughty boys, and you know, nasty schools, all the stuff that he's saying, you know, it's all, kind of, bringing back, old memories and, nostalgia. And I mean, I guess that's the whole point of the song. And, when I guess just to get right into the lyrics here anyway, when he talks about in the first verse here, when he says all the teachers in the pub passing around the ready rub, trying not to think of when the lunchtime bell will ring again. So basically, they don't want to see these children again. It's just like, oh God, we got to go back to our school or back to the class and stuff. And even the kids, it's like, usually, the kid doesn't want to be in the classroom, but these kids are like, they're so over, how you say, these kids are so, they're having the time of their lives. They don't care if it's school or not. It's just like these teachers are the one that's, scared to go back to the classroom. And usually it's kind of like the opposite way around, usually anyway. So I just really enjoyed that. And that really brings back again, because we did have some teachers that did not like our class. And I remember some teachers that left, maybe not because of us, but, we were not a very nice, I guess we were just kids. I mean, that's what it is. When you're a kid in school, it's just like, you want to have fun. And it's just like, and sometimes, that's not allowed. You get in trouble for stuff like that. And so, yeah, I just really enjoyed the relatability here and everything. But reading into the song, going on, song facts and such, which is, I like to go on song facts and reading up on Wikipedia and all this stuff. Basically, I guess Madness was inspired to write this because of Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, which there's a quote here from Suggs. I just love that, I guess that stage name, that nickname, whatever, Suggs. So where is it at now? And it says, frontman Suggs recalled in 2008, he said, baggy trousers was sort of an answer to Pink Floyd. Even at that age, I thought the line, teacher to leave the kids alone, was a bit strange. So I guess when he was talking about at that age, when he was younger, I guess, a kid, was a bit strange and sinister. Though I think Floyd are a great band. It sounded self-indulgent to be going on about how terrible school days had been. There was an inverted snobbery about it too. And also he says, you went to a posh public school, you want to try going to my school. So basically, and I guess that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, different people will have differing opinions on their schooling, on how it went. And I mean, you can talk about the school system, the education system, and how it's set up, and how, not everyone's, is going to work in that system. You can go on about, and also how they talk about in the song later, I guess I could just read the lyric now. It's more down later on here. Where the heck? Oh, right there. So it says, the headmasters had enough today. All the kids have gone away, gone to fight with the next door school every term. That is the rule. Sits alone and bends his cane. Same old backsides again, or again. All the small ones tell tall tales, walking home and squashing snails. So again, just so much nostalgia. Just think about walking home and squashing snails, being a kid again, just killing bugs, whatever, killing little insects, whatever. But how he says, sit alone and bends his cane. So again, talking about back when you could, physically, punish somebody in school. And obviously, I'm not for that. And I think that a lot of people are happy that that's gone away, thankfully. I'm happy that I never got, hit with a freaking riding crop or anything like that. I mean, I've heard stories from my own parents, my own dad anyway, who was hit with stuff. And, back then, again, some of these, I would imagine that most of these, the members of the band, actually, there's an annotation here. I feel like I'm talking too fast. There's an annotation here on Genius with that line. So it says, with the original 7-man lineup of Madness being born between 56 and 61, the prospect of physical punishment in schools is a product of the time which they all grew up in. So again, talking about how unruly school children were punished by being spanked with a wooden cane or just anything like that, or slapped on the wrists or anything like that. And it's just like, it's to think back on, again, being born in 1998 and not, living back then, it is weird to think back in how, a teacher could just spank you or something. It's just very weird. Now, obviously, I can imagine some teachers probably got off on that, which is even more weird. But anyway, I'm not even talking about that. With Madness, what they're doing here is talking about how much fun they had, how unruly they were. And, it was just, thinking back to their school days was very fun. Like I said, back in my day, I sound like I'm 50 or something. Back when I was in school, I can imagine that people in my class would have been hit with a friggin' a wooden thing or whatever, like these people were. These kids were. It's just like, but thankfully that was gone. So again, like I said, just love how much, the relatability, at least for me here. Because again, people are going to react, and I love the song, Another Brick in the Wall. I think it's very, I apparently I don't, what's his name? Suggs does not like it as much as I do, but I really enjoyed that song. And obviously, it's up to the kid who, their experience. But like I said, for me, middle school, elementary, and even high school was easy. I mean, I have to say, I don't want to sound I don't know, I don't want to sound pretentious or something, but I mean, it was, to get through school, it was pretty easy for me just being a quiet kid. And I just got through school pretty easily. So, but I did have a lot of fun. And I just, think it back here, talking about, playing, we did play soccer, which was, I guess, you call that football in the UK and such. So you even talking about that, playing football, eating dirt and all this stuff, and, getting, having, the whole baggy trousers, that's the whole name of it, dirty shirt. It's just like, that's, just having fun. I mean, that's what they're talking about, thinking back to your school days and when you had a lot of fun. Because again, life wasn't serious yet. You didn't have too many responsibilities. And I just love how, Madness took the song. And I also have to just I didn't really go through all the personnel, but I just wanted to mention, because I forgot that Mark Bedford is on bass guitar here, and obviously he's done a lot of work with Morrissey as well. And I forgot to mention that he was one of the reasons why I wanted to listen to Madness, because Mark Bedford, because I've listened to a lot of Morrissey and all that stuff, and Mark Bedford was in this band, and I forgot to even mention that at the start. But of course, Bedford's bass here. I mean, everything was fun. Every instrument on this track, obviously, with the saxophone from Lee Thompson here. There is the personnel here, but it's for the album. Absolutely, there's nothing about just the Baggy Trousers song. But I guess, like I said, Suggs on lead vocals, Mike Barson on piano and organ and vibraphone and marimba and harmonica, Chris Foreman on guitar. And like I said, Lee Thompson on saxophones, and then Daniel Woodgate on drums and fire extinguisher. I've never seen a fire extinguisher in a personnel, so there's something there. That must be in a different song. And then Mark Bedford, like I said, on bass guitar, and then Chaz Smash on backing vocals and trumpet. So everything here was just fun, and that's the whole point of it. I think they really wanted to, have the opposite feeling of Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. And I mean, I have to say, again. You can't see any poster behind me, but again, one of my favorite bands, Oasis. Obviously they were, the antithesis of grunge, with, I guess, the Kurt Cobain poster there. Grunge was a little bit more dark and brooding, while, Oasis and Britpop, if you want to call it Britpop, whatever. I know some people don't like the term Britpop, but that was more kind of bright and shiny and magical, kind of a different way of seeing it. And I know that Noel Gallagher has talked about that before, how, he heard a Nirvana song and thought, well, it doesn't always have to be dark. And then he wrote, I think it was like Live Forever or whatever. So there's, there's always people that come at it from a different point of view and want to have their point of view shown as well, and not be as dark as somebody else has told it to be, if that makes sense to you at all. So anyway, all that said, I guess that's it. I mean, this, like I said, this was a fun listen, very quick, but he said a lot in, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. And I'm sure the video was nice too, but again, I've had trouble with music videos, so there it is. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, everything like that. Really appreciate all the support. I'm going to go lay down now. I don't know if I just burped there or not. But anyway, thanks again. I'll talk to you guys again soon.